out of Allah. They do the prayers and all the
like 5 times a day or some shit.
5 times a day, but they ain't get no help. What's up with that? Because he doesn't exist. That's why.
Yeah. Now Allah means power, but they have no power. We have the living power.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not the real power.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. And the Lord is showing He's get that in God's of earth famine. See, that's exactly right. See, the Lord is famishing all the gods of the earth. The people that put their trust in these idols, the Lord is showing them to be nothing, just like you mentioned. These people worship the hell out of Allah over there. And that's a big, major religion. And what the hell is that idol doing for you over there? Them rats is having a field day with Ishmael. Only because they're linked in the prophecy. That our power told us that they're going to be linked in, that they're going to be, the least of the flock is going to draw out these world powers into a world war. Our God told us that.
Finishing off, Isaiah 57 and 13. In NLT it says, why? A puff of wind can knock them down. If you just breathe on them, they fall over. But whoever trusts in me will inherit the land.
Yeah, what land is that? That's the land of Israel. The meek shall inherit the earth, man. My brother just posted this video last night about like the earth has like a
pulse.
Like a pulse. The earth is fucking dying, man. That's why I linked somewhere with Isaiah 24. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. So now, yeah, fade away. So not only we going to inherit that land of Israel, but the whole entire planet, man. That's motivation right there, bro. That's like new management is needed, man. Like extremely fast.
And possess my holy mountain.
That's the government of Israel. The 144,000, Yahweh Shai, Malak Dawadah, the 12, and 144,000, man. That's it.
Right. He said
game over, man.
And the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world. That's what's written. Brother just mentioned that government is needed. Without that government being established, the earth is gonna fade out. It's gonna die.
Yeah, man. Hey, your eyes. You got some whites between your eyes, brother. Yeah, you go. You good?
Yeah, we was going. Are you gonna get it?
Yeah, you got
it. Zephaniah 2 and 11. Yahweh will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth.
Whatever idol or so-called God you're worshiping, the Lord say He's gonna famish them in the earth. They ain't gonna provide nothing for you. They ain't gonna do nothing for you, to you, with you. There's only one power, Yahweh Shemashah. There is a God, the God of the
Israelites. The God of Abraham,
God.
Isaac, and Jacob, man.
I remember even back when the C-19 first hit over there in India. They was throwing all their idols and shit in the street because they was over there getting fucked up, man. And Buddha and all that wasn't helping them. You know, and they realized that, man, I'm worshiping this fucking doll, whatever the fuck this is, and I'm still sick. You know?
Yeah, man. And the brother Isaiah saw that. It was Isaiah the 2nd chapter. I'll get that real quick. This is back to bro up, man. It says, hold on. The land is full of. Oh yeah, here it is. Isaiah 2. Let's real quick get to the point. Verse 6. Therefore thou hast forsaken thy people, the house of Jacob, because they be replenished from the east, and are soothsayers like the Philistines, and they are and they please themselves in the children of strangers. Hey, 2/3 of people, you know, start going off. That's why we're in this predicament. All right. Their land also is full of silver and gold. Neither is there any end of their treasures. Their land is also full of horses. Neither is there any end of their chariots. Here it is. Their land also is full of idols. They worship the work of their own hands, that which their own fingers have made. And the mean men bow it down, and the great men humble themselves. Therefore forgive them not. You know, 2/3 of our people and everybody that's in the world right now under these idols, you know what I'm saying, these false philosophies, that's made towards Israel, man. You're not gonna be forgiven. Especially those that sold their soul, became like false teachers, false pastors, gatekeepers. You know, they're gonna get fucked up, man.
Jake is doing the same thing you just read. It said the land was filled with silver and
Yeah.
gold. Jake is talking about his bag and shit.
Yeah.
My bag. They worshiping money more than the Heavenly Father. They're not giving credence and credit to the living power and his son. They're giving credence to what the fuck they own and what they got. It's the same,
Right.
same thing.
Let me, yeah, a little bit more. It says, and now it jumps into Esau. Because Esau is in charge right now and he pushed forth all them lies, you know, all the false philosophies on false gods. Right? It says, enter into the rock, hide thee in the dust for the fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty. Who the ones, you know, got these deep underground military bases? Esau, the elites. All right? The lofty looks of man shall be humble, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and Yahweh alone, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua alone, shall be exalted in that day. Fucking idols, all that bullshit on false gods.
All these hoes with that proud ass look that they have, these Babylonians, man. That stout ass fucking look, you know.
Even these men and all that, because they trust in money. That's a God. The Lord is bringing that, Lord, with the tariffs and the money system going to nothing. Then he's bringing down the high looks of these military forces. They're doing these military games not for their own interests, but really it's because the Lord is getting them ready to go down to the Valley of Jehoshaphat. That's what they don't fucking know. See, we know that all you militaries are doing these exercises not to go up, head up with each other because of your own merit, it's because the Lord wants you to go against each other. For our sakes, that's in Joel 3. To bring Israel out of captivity, beginning with the hopeful election. World War III is going to be waged.
Right, yeah, because it's the military that's basically the shield or the power of that particular government. That's their protection. So that's why the Lord is going to start there over in the east where that war is going to take place. All them heathen nations military armies is going to be right there in one particular spot.
And even Trump said that during one of his interviews about the end of the world. He's like, didn't the prophet say it's going to happen in the Middle East?
Middle East. Yep, exactly.
I forgot who he was talking to.
Yep. The Valley of Jehoshaphat, Armageddon.
Lord is a man of war. He's bringing all his enemies to one place to just destroy them and annihilate them in one area.
Right.
Valley of Jehoshaphat. He's going to send down that laser as recorded in 2nd Edges 13.
Yep.
It's going to be dust, it smells of smoke.
The real direct energy weapon, man.
Right, Death Star.
I got the Proverbs 29. This is an NLT. It says, when the wicked are in authority, sin flourishes. But the godly will live to see their downfall.
That's this world we live in. Sin is flourishing, man. Sin is transgressing of the Heavenly Father's laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's why the world is so chaotic. Like the brother said as well, that's why the earth is dying, man. Because the laws of the Heavenly Father are not being upheld here, man. There's no fear of the Lord amongst the people, beginning with the rulers. Because the rulers carry out the spirit. When you have a person in a leadership position, they're supposed to dictate how everybody else who's underneath them is supposed to operate in the world. But when you have the wicked in the power seat, well, this is what you get. This is what you get America. You get Babylon the Great. You get confusion.
Skipping down to verse 18, it says, when people do not accept divine guidance, they run wild. But whoever obeys the law is joyful.
But here it is. This man is a hypocrite because he set the book, the scriptures, up as the rock of the land back in the 1980s.
1983.
Ronald Reagan. Okay, but here it is. Fast forward. There's all type of trannies, all type of sodomy, all type of pride parades. Ain't it June now? June. This is Pride Month.
It's June.
Tomorrow. You see? So there's going to be all type of nastiness going on, all type of abominations walking around out here proud, man.
And then have the nerve to have you swear on the Bible in their court system, but they don't follow none of the laws that are written therein.
Exactly. So this is why Esau, Edom, man, you got a major target on your back, man, by the Heavenly Father. All right, in the name of his son, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. This is a very ungodly rulership, man. And it has to be brought down for the welfare of the world, for the world's sake, man.
For life's sake.
Okay?
Life's sake. Because this man want to hijack the Most High's creation and pretty much put that MOTP system in them, the chip, and link you up to the AI system, which is going to control every aspect of your life, man.
Yeah.
Every aspect of your life. You know, they're going no more human resources, man. You don't have to work. They're going to try to replace humanity with robots and shit. Come on, man.
That UBI and put you in a 15-minute city.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. So you don't have to work no more. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have an implantable device that detects your blood flow, your blood pressure, all kinds of stuff. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. That's why the Lord said the men of the Lord, they're not going to bow the knee to Baal. We rather much take death because that's death right there.
That's crazy.
That's a, come on, man. That's death. You might as well be dead, man.
Exactly. Computers controlling everything. AI is controlling everything. Your banking, everything. Your medical, doing it for you. So you just sitting there like a fucking what you call it? A drone, bro.
Y'all see that cartoon?
You know?
brother Wally?
No, not Wally, but it's something else where it was like a cartoon depiction of this, basically the system Esau set up. And they showed this Edomite, it looked like this project area, and you had drones flying around, delivering stuff to their houses, but they were basically confined to their homes, being in their homes. They had UBI, they had to get certain medicines and stuff like that. It's on YouTube, I forget the name of it though. But they're basically showing you the world that Esau Edom wants to set up.
Yeah,
it's basically great. You see the atmosphere of the video. It's like, it's very gray, it's gloomy. All right, it's basically hell. It's a fucked up world, man. See, dystopian.
Yeah, man. That's what I do with him playing that Neuralink in his head.
Oh yeah.
He said this is the future for your children's children. I was like, get the fuck. It's June, bro.
He even said, you know what he said? He said, you may not get it, but your children
exactly. Gonna get it. I was like, what? Because it's called gradualism, man. Because each generation that gets taken out and become more, ignorant to what's really going on, they can use them. You understand what I'm saying? They can use them. Because they're stupid. They don't know what the hell is going on. So they're going to comply. But that's why the Lord's going to stop this man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right before you fill his belly. And motherfuckers that take that, what's going to happen? Let me get that real quick. Revelations 14:1. All right? And I look, and lo, a lamb. I'm sorry, let me go straight to it, man. Let me go.
Talking about the sword?
Hold on. All right. Revelations 14.
8, 9, and 10.
I'm gonna start at 6. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth. That's what we got.
That's what we got. Yep.
That's right.
The elect.
That's the angel that's influencing the minds of brothers to come out here and set up and preach this gospel, to preach the truth, man. And because what we're essentially doing is combating the spirit of what Esau's doing.
Yeah, man. Spiritual warfare.
Yeah. This
shit is crazy.
Order system he's trying to set up, we're combating against it.
Because if you just listen to what's going on and you're looking at Elon Musk, you think there's no hope, like there's no way out. We have to. And we're on the other end saying, no, there is a way out.
Exactly.
We out by Shema Shah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. It says, the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people. Those where the Israelites are scattered through the World Wide Web.
That's right.
Even though the other nations got to hear this too, but it's mainly for the Israelites who've been scattered within those nations, speaking different tongues. That's why you got brothers set up throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, saying with a loud voice, "Fear Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai," right, and give glory to Him, for the hour of His judgment is come, and worship Him. This is what we supposed to be worshiping, and worship Him that made heaven and earth.
And it's crazy because in the previous chapter it talks about those that are going to worship the image of the beast. So it shows you the dynamic there,
the
man.
difference.
They're opposing ideologies.
Yep. A lot of people gonna take it because it's like the guy says it's so subtle, man. It's gonna make you so comfortable with it.
Right.
I was like, wow, that's clever. That is crafty.
Well, like you said, gradualism.
Yeah.
People are already scanning their fingers, paying for stuff with their devices.
Yeah.
They're gonna promote it like it's the new cool thing to do.
Yeah, of course.
And it's gonna be enticing.
Yeah.
Right.
If you did not know, and that's how speak with a forked tongue, smoother than butter, makes it very enticing. But bro, that nigga want to control every aspect of your inner thoughts and like, god damn.
Yeah. Ultimately getting set up to be destroyed, like we're finna read.
Worship Him that made heaven and the earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. Esau ain't do that.
Right.
That's what we fear.
That's right.
That this planet which is a living organism, was created by what they call extraterrestrial beings, so to speak, man, celestial beings. All right, the Mosai, his son, Yahweh Shem Shai, and the Alahayim, the angels, man. All right, Esau is just he's a spirit created, so prophecy can be fulfilled, man. You know, so he's just a creature. We worship and fear the Creator. Fuck, man. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen. The modern day America is Babylon.
That's right.
Is fallen, the great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. All of the wicked philosophies, ideologies stems from out here in America. Yeah. And with this new system, the beast system, the AI system, you know, people gonna follow through with this, man. They already had testing grounds in different countries already, man.
Yeah, you got that dude, he's been on the news lately again, because over a year ago, the quadriplegic guy, I think he's a Edomite, he was back on the news giving an update on the brain hit that he had. Yeah. And like you said, they like to butter things up, talk those smooth words. Because everything, when you listen to that interview, he's saying, yeah, everything's smooth, everything's going good. The lady asks, are there any side effects? No, there's no side effects, and blah, 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 when you listen to him, right?
He was saying that it works preemptively, like stuff will happen in his mind before he even has the conscious thought to even think it. Like it's already starting to circulate. He was like, oh, it's almost like a superpower.
Yeah, exactly. That's like spiritual power for Esau, but on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I saw that
technology. Yeah.
Yep. And the third angel followed, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, that's the AI system, man. Esau's New World Order, which incorporates MOTB. And when you go into the word beast, it means the Greek word is therion, and it links up with a man, a bestial man. It's the whole Esau power structure, man.
Right.
Yeah. And his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the charagma. That's what that Jake was saying. He said, I'm one of the first few ones that got the Neuralink from Elon Musk in his head. I was like, holy shit.
It's real, man.
Human cyborgs, man.
Right.
You know? So this is a serious ordeal. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. That's that thermonuclear destruction that's coming, man. Gonna be tormented with that. The modern day fire and brimstone is them ICBMs, man. That's what's gonna happen.
Mist in the North Star.
Man, tormented, bro. You're gonna leave your soul inside your body to the last molecule of your fucking flesh get burned up type shit, man. You know, you're gonna feel every every second of those bombs hitting your ass, man. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yep, she's screaming her ass off.
Yeah. Right? And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels in the prison of the Lamb, dealing with, you know, the elect that gets beamed up. Right. So you're gonna be in that ship, Lord willing, looking down. Bird's eye view, all you motherfuckers getting toasted, getting cooked alive, man. Because once you get that implantable system inside of you, you're no longer organic. Like, what the fuck? Everything is organic out here. Life is organic. You know, that's against what the Most High wanted for life forms, man. He was putting that shit in robotics and animals and birds. That's what he wants, man.
Right.
You see, that nigga is Dr. Robotnik, bro.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog is the Israelites, man.
Right.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
That's who you fighting goddamn machines, man.
Keep trying to catch him.
Yeah. Esau and his robotics. Then they gonna get rid of all these fucking jobs and replace it with fucking machines, man.
Yeah.
So if you, that's why a lot of people are gonna die, man. A lot of people gonna get, man, disease, warfare, you name it, people gonna be dropping, man. A lot of people gonna die. They're gonna try their best to replace a lot of mankind with machines.
Because of obsolete and shit.
Yeah. It's not a game. That's why the Lord is going to stop this man. Then he's going to weaponize those fucking machines to fucking go out there and think them a robot, them small robotic dog or something. Nah, man, they got bigger shit than that. Okay? Shit is serious. Then he got his super soldiers attached to it. Satanic super soldiers he got. People, man, shit. This is about to be some shit out here, man.
Yeah, what you think they doing in them underground cities? You think they just lounging?
Yeah, man.
Nah, they down there building shit, experimenting, especially building and preparing themselves, man. They integrating, they creating their super soldiers and shit like that, man. Integrating them with technology.
Right.
Esau's getting ready. That's the Lord sharpening his sword.
Yeah,
to make
man.
that sore slaughter upon the masses, man.
All right. Shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. The Lamb is Yahweh Shai.
Right.
All right. The smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, period of time. That's right here. You know, in America. The modern day Basra is America.
Right.
Jackasses.
Jackasses.
Fucking idiots, man. Like false prophets.
That's the capital city of Edom.
Yeah. It's a metropolis. It's a modern day metropolis for Esau. And fortified city is America, Babylon. That's the only thing that makes sense. Because ancient Basra was over there in Jordan when they was living in Mount Seir. So throughout the years, the Most High has advanced Esau to take over the earth.
Right.
So he need a focal point of his vibration, his influence to come out of. It's America.
Right.
The fuck?
Exactly.
So the modern day Basra is America. Go ahead, brother.
I was gonna say real quick, just how Jerusalem is a people before it's a place.
Right.
Well, Basra is a people before it's a place. And like you said, Basra or the Edomites, this is their chief. This is their throne right here.
Right.
Babylon the Great, America. So you got to be spiritual.
Exactly.
Man. You got to be spiritual.
Exactly. That golden cup. That golden city. Golden city, Isaiah, I think it was 14, is twofold. All right? When you go into it, because California had a lot of gold at one point. And also golden meaning is like, you know, it's
well sought after.
It's splendor, I think they said boisterous, something like that. You know? A lot of things be going on in America, man, to make it so appealing.
Right. That's why all these heathen nations wanted to congregate over here back in the past, because they thought, oh, America was a place to go.
They get those benefits, man, to open up businesses. That's why they all these fucking you call them spots, man, them East Indian food spots, halal spots you can go eat at. You know, they get the benefits. The Chinese get those benefits. They get their own little towns, Chinatown, Korean town. You know what I'm saying? So they get all the benefits to do these things, man.
Bank loans with no
Real talk. So they get the hookup. All right, Jake, we gotta jump through hoops. You know what I'm saying? If you make it through the cracks, they're looking at you like, how this nigga made it up here? You see? I go through all kinds of shit, but this is not our rest, man.
Yeah, then you might get sabotaged at the end of it.
Yeah, man. Always.
Every time.
Then you join up with them, and you start to get, you know, because Jake, we got a conscience. The Lord will use your ass. They take you out. You did all that wickedness. You did all kinds of vile shit with them. You know, and then all of a sudden, like Diddy and shit. You getting Diddy ties. You know? Looking ridiculous, man. To show you who really got the power, nigga.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit, that shit true? Oh, wow, that's crazy. We ain't gonna talk about that, brother.
Man, he did.
Right? Right? It says the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night. So, you know, the preview of the future jumps around. You know what I'm saying? So they show the destruction. They'll show how the living state of the people, not having no fucking proper rest. Because think about it, they gonna control your sleep. All that, man, that's neurological. That's your nervous system, bro. Like, what the fuck? Just like Upgrade. Y'all seen Upgrade? He just took over every aspect of his movement. I was like, God damn, hell no. That's why the scripture clearly says, on this day, this what was created, and it was good. On this day, this was created was good.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
It didn't really need no improvement.
They don't need no improvements, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but that's Esau though. He's
Yeah.
the butt guy. Okay, this is made like this, but
Like, yeah, like the Kardashian mother. All of a sudden, she looking youthful, man. That's satanic, bro.
Drinking that blood.
Or plastic surgery. And the Lord used to give that to humanity thousands of years ago for free. All right, that's why our ancestors lived for 500 plus years.
Right.
It wasn't 500 moving around like this, bro.
yeah,
It was still vibrant. Yeah,
everything was pure.
pure. The fuck? It don't need no plastic surgery. None of that shit, bro. You see? That's what they trying to reach to. That so-called God-like status, but the Most High blocked them, man.
Right.
Blocked Adam and Eve first from reaching that, man. So what do you think humanity is going to be after that?
Right.
That's what they trying to reach through artificial intelligence. Transhumanism, transcendence, all that bullshit. Technocracy, all them terminologies to merge man with AI. That's the Most High AI, fool.
Another term that tossed around is a shit called post-humanism. So it's meaning after what the Heavenly Father created.
Yeah,
we're gonna
fucking
fix it
cyborgs,
up.
man.
That's the
What
spirit.
the fuck is that shit,
That's
man?
what Elon Musk said.
Yeah.
He said in order for us to live forever, we have to become cyborgs.
Cyborgs.
Yeah, that's
Then we just when we talking about that shit, it's like it's not even far-fetched. Like this nigga
Crazy.
straight out of sci-fi movie. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
They've been pushing these things, and then mainly those movies came out in the 80s, man. With the RoboCop, all that shit, man. Cartoons.
Terminator.
But Terminator, that was all in the 80s,
That was in
90s.
Invincible too.
Right.
Omni-Man was fighting those cyborg
Yeah.
looking things and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Invincible, yeah, yup. And Omni-Man, yeah, man. But that shit is flawed. It's artificial, man. That's the highest he can go. The Most High gave him a lower form, a lower level of technology. Fleshly, man. Them shits they can't combat. That's what spiritual power is coming.
Right.
Can't combat that shit. Can't combat the angels, Michael, Archangel, and everything they got coming with. They showed them and they primitive weapons they got, shooting on fucking rounds, ain't hit shit.
Right.
The fuck? So yeah, man, it's gonna be a sight to see.
Right.
All right. Who worship the beast and his image, or whosoever receive the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and faith in Yahweh Shai, man. So once you take that, you're done. The mark, the image of his name, all links in together, man. And you buying down to the system.
Right.
You interlocking your life with that system to be controlled. But a lot of people gonna revolt. You can see the comment board like, hell no.
Right.
A lot of people know, but they don't know. What they don't have is the faith nor the hope.
That's it.
Exactly.
A lot of people know, man. People gonna revolt and try to fight. You're gonna get smashed. Concentration camp. Huh?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah, we saw him last time. Remember?
Yeah, he drives by
Where you at?
in the passenger seat.
Oh, for real?
He was in that same Range Rover last time.
There was a Jake driving?
Yeah,
He was looking over there?
yeah. He's all. I mean, he don't
And that's
scoff
the
for that.
spirit. The brother just read that scripture, that movie, what's it called? Homestead. It said that they worship. I said God was their technology.
Yeah.
Technology was their God, and they worship at the altar of convenience. That's exactly what the brother said. They gonna make it seem so easy,
Right.
and you ain't gotta work no more, and you get a UBI, and that's gonna be the fucking very thing that's gonna get you trapped up.
Well, that's why Klaus Schwab said that you will own nothing.
And be happy. So pretty much he's saying, well, we're gonna take everything from you, but you're gonna be good. He's pretty much saying that you ain't gonna have to do nothing. The robots are gonna take over.
AI gonna take over
it.
your whole life, man.
There will be no more independence. There will be no more small
Exactly.
businesses and setting up your own thing.
Yep.
No. Everything that you're gonna get, they're gonna give it to you.
Yep, through AI.
Through AI.
I did a video on that shit, man.
Yeah.
It was right on TikTok. As soon as I turned on my phone before I left, dropped my daughter off, I was like, yo, I gotta do a video on this because it shows you every step, whatever you do, man. They're gonna control you, man. Who the fuck wanna live like that, bro?
Right.
The hell?
Monitored
Monitor everything you do. The hell, bro?
Exactly.
That is evil.
Yeah, I got something real quick. This is Job. He said people going to revolt. Job 20, and I'll start at 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, meaning difficulties. It says, every hand of the wicked shall be upon him. And when we go into that word wicked.
Yeah, man. The laborer.
Yeah. Basically, the Hebrew word is, I think it's fucked up. But it's aimal. Yeah. Which means the laborer, the sufferer, the workman, the wretched one. You see, because they have in this society called blue collar jobs, and then they got white collar jobs. Your blue collar jobs are your plumbers, your electricians, your garbage men, basically the lower level type of jobs. Your delivery men, and then you got white collar, which is these business executives, people work in these big, high rise buildings.
Yeah,
but all of them through AI, I was reading this article, is going to eventually be replaced.
Yep.
So you're going to have people that are the laborers and stuff like that of this society. They're going to revolt. They're going to come because their livelihoods are going to be destroyed.
Yeah, man, totally destroyed.
Remember the longshoremen that was
Oh yeah.
Right.
That fuck, they lost like billions of dollars, and they only, I think, strike for maybe 2 or 3 days, but that was a lot of money lost. That was when Biden was still president.
You got something? Because I had another.
I had that Ecclesiastes.
Oh yeah, that's
Let me start on top.
Yeah.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth.
Yeah, that's basically the spirit that the Lord has put us in, man. The spirit of remembrance. To remember who we are, man. Our heritage, our culture, okay, our identity, and first and foremost, our power and who we need to trust in these latter days, man. All right, as the Edomite is trying to set himself up as a god, all right, in the world, trying to exalt himself above the Most High. All right, we're in the mindset of, nah, nigga, no, we're not trusting in you. We know who the true power is now. We know who to lean upon now. We're not leaning upon the devil anymore.
That continually smote you with a continual stroke.
Exactly. See? So we're not in the mind frame of believing and trusting in our oppressor anymore, man. We're remembering the ways of old. Okay, we're seeking, all right, the old paths.
And we know never to trust our enemy.
Exactly.
So whatever this dude is saying with his mouth, there's a sword behind his
Hell
back
yeah.
that he's about to draw out.
Some sick, twisted, satanic shit, man.
Right, exactly.
It reads on, while the evil days come not.
While the evil days come not. That's
Didn't
what
say
you
they
call
wasn't
it.
going to come. It said
Right.
why they ain't came yet.
Right, because why? We have a grace period.
That's right.
This is a grace period in where the Lord is not technically judging us on the spot. As an Israelite, you now have an opportunity, all right, through these videos, all right, to seeing the men of the Lord preach this word, all right, to learn something. To
Get it
learn.
right.
Exactly.
To get it right. Like the elder Yahshua say, we ain't using this time to be a bigger nigga, man.
Right.
Or to get money and all this crap. We know all that is a lie and it's whatever we use it for, it's worth. But it's going to all come to an end. The only thing we're going to have at the end of it all is how about you know.
Well, it's like we opened up with how before the Lord sends judgment, he sends his prophets to give a warning.
Hell
This
yeah.
is that time of that warning, man. That great judgment's about to come.
If anything, we should be withdrawing from this fucking society. Like it says, foreseeing the vengeance, the evil, hide itself.
That's what we doing, man. The secret place of the Most High is through this. We're drawing spiritually, man. That's the only way, man. You gotta be part of the elect, because brothers ain't, none of us don't garden, hunt, and fish. The fuck, we became some city kids, man.
Right.
City boys type shit. We got totally stripped from the earth.
Exactly.
Understand of different plants and living off the earth, man. God put into goddamn urban neighborhoods and shit, man.
Grew up on Tang and Hot
Yeah,
Pockets.
bro. And Saturday morning cartoons, man.
We have no
Concrete jungle. Come on, man.
And that's why King David said in the book of Psalms that I have been young and then became old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. So not only are we going to eat in that times of evil, we're just in general going to be taken care of. The Lord's going to send provision. All right, he's going to send his holy angels to weave us, to guide us through all the madness that's going to go on. He's going to give us the spirit to actually withstand the hour of temptation too, man.
Lord did that with the prophet Elijah. And when the famine hit, he said, go to that brook, I'm going to feed you. And then once that dried up, he sent him to the widow woman to sustain him all that time. So it goes to show you the Lord is going to sustain us and have us go to where he wants us to go. When all hell breaks loose, We're gonna be pilgrims. The Lord's gonna have us.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I'm hoping that fucking earthquake happens, man.
Yeah, me too.
That shit.
Cali?
Yeah, bro. Get the fuck out of Cali, man. I really hope that shit happens, bro. But this is a satanic front, man. California is very satanic out here, man. Shit is ridiculous, bro. You know?
Right.
So once a place like this go, man, the economy's fucked. That'd be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But if that's the Lord's will, man, you know?
Reading on, it says, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yeah, because that's what you're going to be saying real soon. See, people are living in pleasure right now, but there's going to come a point in time where all the pleasures, especially you women, man, is going to be taken away. See, you women, you have an opportunity to repent too.
Yeah.
You know, there's actually going to be women, yes, the Lord is, you know, the Lord is
elect
harder.
women. The elect
you have to
women.
be the elect, man.
Yeah,
the
man.
elect lady, man.
Fucking Cardi B. I believe now. That bitch ain't making it.
Yeah, like, what's the other bitch? Brittany Renner?
Yeah.
He trying to convert.
Yeah, that
big hoes. He was using niggas.
Super hoe.
And all of a sudden, you just converted out of nowhere and you're wearing hand wraps.
That weirdo ass nigga, man. Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
Kevin is gay.
He's the angel of fear. You see that?
What?
You deal with Paul Pierce?
Yeah, that nigga, he's full of himself, man.
Who's that?
Kevin Gates.
That nigga be lying.
Yeah, bro. A lot of these jakes like that gonna fold up, man. Or gonna embarrass him. You know, like that chick wasn't Brittany Rayner. One time she did a video how she told me she had sex with two NBA stars within a week, raw. Oh, she caught a yeast infection from that shit. I was laughing about it. I was like, yeah, what the fuck? Come on, man. She let two of these dudes, you know, hit her off within a week and she caught a yeast infection. Yeah, that's not natural. That's not natural for you women. You know what I'm saying? Swapping DNA like that. Yeah, man. Now you're chemically imbalanced. Especially women back, I don't know if they still do it, a lot of women prevent themselves from having a period. You're supposed to have your period, man.
Yeah.
It cleans out, it clean you out. So if you don't get clean out, your pussy, the inside is rotting away. That's why it fucking stinks, man. The hell?
They were talking to these panel of bitches and they asked them, they straight up admitted that, you know, they won't even tell a man if she has fucking herpes and shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, still let them hit.
A lot of people that got that shot got HIV. They got all shit, man. It's a dangerous
man.
place we live in.
It's very
The Lord
dangerous,
said,
man.
All wickedness is little. To the wickedness of the woman. That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, man.
But that's why a lot of women, you're gonna die too.
Yeah.
Women are gonna be saved, but most of y'all gonna go.
Fucking
Y'all
perish.
gonna die, man.
Especially here in America.
Yep.
The Lord got plenty is made ready, brothers, of women that is throughout the earth. Like Moscow, women,
That's a different type of
bro, they outnumber they men like 10 to 1 out there, man. You know what I'm saying? And Russian women and shit, like, god damn.
Yeah, they look good, man.
Yeah.
They're well put together.
Yeah, bro. Feminine and, you know, like, so, Lord about to hook us up, man.
Alright.
So this right here was one big experiment. That the experiment is over. That's a trial, a test. Prophecy, man. Fucking nightmare, bro. You know? That's sick, man. To be in a society like that. You know, it's very twisted, man. A society that promotes what they call it, goddamn, over there in the Philippines, chicks with dicks, man. What's the terminology? Lady boys and shit. That's in the Philippines. Now that's being promoted, you know what I'm saying, on these different sites. They be selling, they you know, it's fucking sick ass shit going on, man.
You know that bitch brought that shit up again when
What?
I went into the
Yeah, they were the lady boy. Yeah, they're demons. They're demons, man. When they go to get that lady boy, what the fuck, man?
Stop buying these shit.
Stop buying y'all fucking food, man. That's the culture. That's sick, man. Yeah, bro, it's sick. That's why the Lord got us on strict rules, man. Because this is an evil, fucked up place. You know? And that's how they get you in the music industry. You get up in there and you hot and you fitting in, they drugging your ass in the party. And the next thing you making out with some trannies, bro.
Baby oil.
Yeah, and you don't remember shit. They got you on tape. Yeah, next you know they got you, bro. Sick ass shit, man.
Yeah, you wanted to party.
You wanted a party, man. You had a great time last night, man.
Did a good job, Daddy. Proud of you, Daddy. Nasty nigga, man.
Twisted, man.
Nigga in the pool, pulling his ass off.
Yeah. Yup.
That's sick, man.
Nigga through, man. Yeah, the fuck?
You gotta get out of here.
You gotta get out of here. That's why that type of judgment the Lord about to bring is justified, man. The whole planet has to shake.
Yeah, right?
You gotta shake, bro.
Use them missiles.
Shake everything up.
Tired of this shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because that fire from the ICBM, that's a cleansing agent.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. We're talking about a beast of destruction.
That's right.
It's justified, man.
Yeah.
But the Lord said he's slow to anger, but he's great in wrath. So that time is going to come, though, where that wrath is going to unleash.
Pour it out all at that one time.
Yeah.
It's going to pour it out on you. Continuing on, verse 2, it says, while the sun, or the light, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. It says, verse 3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
Yeah, so you got your different economists and stuff like that.
Oh,
who
yeah.
watch over the stock market.
Hell, yeah.
And they seeing the shifts, the ups and downs, the ups and downs. See, right now it'll do that.
Yeah.
But it's going to come to a point in time where shit is just going to be going downward. And that's going to be it, man. That's going to be the elites ultimately, because they control all this shit at the end of the day. Really moving forward with their NWO plan.
Then it's
They're
going to get out of
crash.
control.
Yep.
Then they're going to lose fucking control, man. Like on Jurassic Park, like the dude's like, when we have control. She said, you never had control. That's the problem. It's all an illusion. She's like, I didn't have enough respect for that power, and it's out now. It's going to get to a point where this man don't even have that power. The Lord is going to take over and send these plagues. And it's going to be out of his hand.
Go ahead.
It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease.
And the grinders cease. What is the grinders dealing with? That's dealing with, once again, your blue-collar workers, your white-collar workers. They ain't going to be no more working, man. The grinding at the mill, like they, in the ancient world, they would grind at the mill. It symbolizes working. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. That's how this economy stays afloat, through people working. You're making money and you're also spending money.
You go into the word economy, means house management. It needs new management. The earth itself needs new management. This man doesn't know what he's doing, so the Lord is bringing this place down. And it's spiritual, how I mentioned the keepers of the house, then the jobs, then going down the line.
Right.
Then it's going to be dark and pretty much businesses closing down. No hope for the future. Everything's bleak. It's dark. They can't really see ahead.
That's right.
That's why they want to get you swooned into this UBI.
Right.
They know where the fuck the economy's going. It's going down the fucking tube. It's going down the toilet to bring in this digital system. See, we foresee it. The Lord has allowed us to see what's ahead. Most of you people don't know what's ahead until it happens. Until it's gone.
We're not ignorant to Satan's devices.
There it is.
Can I get a quick one? Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. The Lord had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err, and every work thereof as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. That says a lot, man.
Yeah.
That's why things are so jacked up, because prophecy must be fulfilled. So you got the left hand energy, man, Satan and his minions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, pushing forth that demonic spirit out here, man. Because the Most High control both sides.
That's right.
So that's heavy, man. So these things must transpire. So prophecy must be fulfilled. That's what the elites worship, man. You know what I'm saying? When the spiritual demon actually appears, what do you think he looks like, brothers? Baphomet. It's fucking, I'm dead serious. When Satan appears to these he's Baphomet. Baphomet is Satan, man.
He's on 300. He's on 300.
Yeah. That's Satan, bro. That's in the book of Codex Magica.
Damn.
Separate the sheep from the goat.
On there, bro.
The word goat means wicked, man. The goat god, man. The androgynous demon. That's what he is. That's the spirit that's out here.
Yeah.
Androgyny.
They even saying, oh man, you the goat, and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
'cause it's getting more demonic than
Yeah.
they just coming out in the open.
That's some scary. That's the fuck. That's a fact, man. It's in the book of Codex Magica. And that book goes in about all that satanic shit. The symbolism and all that. And the rituals they do. They say when you see the image of Baphomet, that's Satan. You know what I'm saying?
That's how he presents himself.
That's how he presents himself, man.
And they say he has actual seat in their council chamber.
Yeah.
They say
Crazy
he
shit,
He
man.
manifests, bro, when they do
Yeah.
it. That's-
The 666 chair.
Yeah, you saw it too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's their king.
Yeah.
Their lord.
This ain't no joke. That's a fact. That's a fact, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Complete opposite of righteousness.
Yeah. This
Yahweh
is
shines the
a
lamb,
total
saves the
abomination, bro.
goat. Damn.
Gotta be abominable. And that's what they've been pushing forth through the hip hop and all for motherfuckers becoming feminine. That's androgyny.
Right.
That's why they got this one billboard. This probably saw it more around the way over there on the 10, going towards the casino of this what's that it's a singer. Huh?
Talking about Yamaha Casino?
It look like going up to 10 East.
Oh,
Name is called
Rongo?
yeah, but it's a billboard of this. It look like a female, but it's a female, but it dressed up like a dude. And what's her name? Halsey. There's the singer named Halsey. There's a billboard of her, makeup on with a suit and with a tie, and that's androgyny, bro.
Right.
With a short haircut and shit, you know? You don't know what the hell that is, man. That's androgyny. Lady boy culture and all that.
Yeah.
Transvestite culture with fake titties and a fucking rod, man. What the fuck? That's all kind of perverseness going on, man.
Yeah.
It's prophecy.
Right.
A lot of people can't even handle that type of information, man. Why would God do that, you know?
Sodom and Egypt.
Bro, these things must be fulfilled, but that's how it's done.
And it's
Right?
like he's setting it up for destruction. By
Exactly.
Doing that shit, you know?
Exactly. One great education.
Yeah.
One great education, brothers. It's fucking nuts.
Because it says in that same chapter, he mingled the perverse spirit
Yeah.
in the midst of it. Yeah.
Through Satan and his minions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we waited.
You got Yahweh Shai. Everything goes back to Yahweh Shai. To Yahweh, the hierarchy.
Yeah.
These things must be fulfilled.
Yeah, we read it earlier in Isaiah 45. He forms the light and
Create
creates
darkness,
darkness.
create evil, idol, or do all these things. Everything is done in the spiritual realm first, and it plays out in the earth. The fuck, it's nuts when you think about it like this. So that's why the Most High thoughts is not our thoughts. His ways not our ways, man. You got people out here just born in vain, bro, and just get all types of shit, fucked up shit, bro. You gotta count your blessings, man.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's been more
Yeah, bro.
information coming out about how children are getting abused.
Yeah.
All these
Millions and
child
millions of children
Yeah.
go missing a year, man. You know? The fuck?
Where did they go?
Where do they go?
They're in those underground
See?
cities and shit.
Well, a lot of times they could be a next door neighbor.
Yeah,
Videos of this Edomite woman, she had a house and the police went up in her house and they can hear, somebody said they can hear cries behind the wall basically. And she basically was trying to go around it and try to play it off. And they found basically this children in her house somewhere, tucked off. They had like a hidden wall or some shit. Because in one of the rooms, there was a closet and it was a whole bunch of kids' backpacks in there. And they questioned her like, what are all these kids' backpacks doing there? And at the end of the day, it turned out that was a whole trafficking location for children.
Hey, Malcolm was bringing out that Epstein list. And it's all these motherfuckers in government. They all do that shit.
Yup.
You know?
Yep. Diddy just a fall guy,
Yeah.
right? It says, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and have caused Egypt, the modern day Egypt is America,
Right.
to err in every work thereof. Everything about this place is perverse. It's backwards. Nothing but confusion, man. Yeah. So what makes proper sense is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right.
That was the only thing that makes sense. Oh, this is prophecy taking place.
And causing it to err because if you see how America used to be, it's fallen from glory.
Yeah.
Man.
It's falling.
You know?
Yeah. And the Edomite rulership been destined to be destroyed.
That's right.
The Lord gave him this, so prophecy can be fulfilled. The earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. Who gave him that authority, that power? Yahweh Shai. How does he rule? Through wickedness. So that's why that has to be given unto him. He's not upright.
Right.
You know, upright. Yeah, he can't. So this is how he's gonna rule the earth for a period of time.
Yeah.
You know, through wickedness. All right. It says, and they have caused evil to err, and every work thereof, as a drunken man staggering in his vomit. All right. Neither shall there be any work, going back to what I was talking about, for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
Yeah, so you black women right now, you all sad and you're crying because 106,000 jobs got taken away from you. You all on TikTok now, I can't find a job. I'm applying my ass off for these jobs, but I can't find no job. Nobody's hiring me. Well, you just living through prophecy, sweetheart.
That's the spirit,
All right.
Because it says staggering in the vomit. When the dude drunk, everybody know he fucked up, but he disoriented. He don't know where he's at.
Yeah, you know what the fuck going
these
on.
people
Yeah.
in this society losing jobs and not knowing what's really going on. You're disoriented.
Yep.
Everybody can see what the fuck is going on but you.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, they keep finding truck drivers being hung and shit. They're like, dude, y'all niggas forgot? Yeah, hung and shit. Yeah. And woods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
South, yeah. You niggas forgot where you at. Got your little truck driving job, you doing all right, end up in a town.
Yeah,
Niggas
sundown town.
yeah, sundown town. Yeah. Lord's reminding you niggas where the fuck you at. Yeah, niggas getting hung, bro. Truck drivers. You know? That's why I'm a local truck driver, goddammit.
that's right.
I work daytime. Fuck that, all crazy out by Shot, man. But that's how docile our people, they staggering and they vomit. They don't know what the hell is going
They
on.
drunk off Babylon, like you said, and they forgot where they was
Yeah.
at.
They think we free, boss.
Yeah, they think
finally
the
got a
so-called-
job.
Yeah, the so-called white man changed. He changed, man. No, we didn't.
Don't believe what you hear. Chicago is no different from the South. It's just Jim Crow is up there just with Call of Duty. That's what they say.
Oh, man.
Because you know Jake will hear different stories. Oh man, I go to Chi-Town, I'll go there. Don't believe what you hear. You go down there, same devil everywhere. Same devil. Go ahead, huh?
Yeah. Go back to Ecclesiastes.
This is back in Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 3. I read from the top again. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease.
Yep, that's your different jobs, man. That people are rapidly losing, man. Complaining about all on the internet. The Lord is allowing us to see these things, man. He's allowing us to see prophecy play itself out.
Bread is
So you people are suffering, but we understand what it is at the end of the day. You got to go through this because this is in the script.
we stacking our treasures in heaven while you trying to get the bag.
Yep.
And the only bag you're gonna find yourself in is a body bag.
Yep.
It says, because they are few.
Because they are few. This is why it's important to unplug from this place, man. You know,
We are the
unplug.
midst of Babylon.
You trusting so much in your job. You got Jake who really, you know, love their positions at their job, man, because why? It affords you a certain lifestyle, man. Okay? But what happens when you trust in it so much and then you lose it? You know? That's what's gonna happen to a lot of people, man.
Yeah, that's what's happening now to a relative of mine. They work in the government. They're being forced out by September. Now they talking because the whole Trump shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, now they're saying, oh, I don't know what they're gonna do. They're not helping me trying to find another job. Like, you voted this motherfucker in there, man. Now you gotta live with that. A lot of these women are in trouble, man. You see them all on TikTok crying and.
Hey, but that's the perplexity.
Yeah.
If you go into the word aporeo in the Greek, it means not knowing which way to turn, or being embarrassed. So our people is embarrassed now. They don't know what to do. They don't know which way to turn. They're in perplexity. It reads on, it says, and those that look, they going into your relative, and those that look out of the windows be dark.
Yeah, man, no future. No future here, man.
It's bleak.
Yeah, it's extremely bleak, man, especially out of a lot of people moving out of California. Because it's like, yo, I can get a house. I mean, which you can't own shit, but, you know, it's smarter, it's more better for your pockets.
Yeah.
Go to a place where there's less taxes.
Standing.
Yeah, you're standing, you can afford stuff. Out here, it's insane. It's insane, man. We out here with Sherman Oaks, Van Nuys, man. A lot of fucking, quote unquote, you know, celebrities live in these areas, man.
25 for a studio.
Yeah, it's a high-end society out here, man. Who the fuck? The average Jake don't got money like that. That's crazy. You know? So we're mainly out here. Esau, the other nations. And Jake that's, you know, doing well in Hollywood or music, whatever the fuck. But the average laborer, they can't afford this type of lifestyle. So they'd rather go to a place where they could buy a house, quote unquote, purchase a house. It says purchase. Purchase a house with a decent price and be able to pay that off, quote unquote, eventually, which ain't gonna happen. You know? Because you'll get way more for your buck in different states outside of Cali, like the Carolinas, Texas, Georgia, so on and so forth. A lot of people is good. Now people are leaving the United States.
Yeah. I drove.
It's fucking ridiculous, man. Work fucking the average laborer worker got work 6 days a week. Some people got work 7.
You barely at the fucking
You
house.
barely home.
You paying for it.
Right.
Working 10, 13-hour days and shit. In certain places taking away your overtime.
Yeah.
So what? That makes you what? An economic slave, man. An economic slave. You know? It was set up by the Rothschilds, man. Getting them different banks, system, in different places, so they control the population through debt.
They don't want a nation.
How the fuck they, right? How the hell they gonna tax you on something that they print? How they tax you on money that they print, bro?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? And then you don't file your income tax. They fucking give you penalties on because I didn't file it, but you already know on record how much I made. They got they know what you made.
And they take the taxes out.
Yeah, so what the fuck I'm filing for?
And when you buy something, they tax you again.
What the hell is that? Well, you should just go file for what?
You gotta know who I am and know where I live.
The people that really has to go deal with that, because you're a slave. People that own business owners, man.
Yeah.
That's who really got to go deal with income tax. Business owners.
That's right.
That's another fucked up situation. People, they don't even know. Then you owe, because you ain't filed, you owe this much money. How?
That's wicked, man.
How the fuck I owe this money? What the fuck? I just magically stole some money from you guys, and you found out it was $6,000 or some shit?
Remember that happened to man Jess, right? Damn.
Think about that, man.
That's federal time too.
Yeah. And certain people that got like, hey, yeah, tax evasion. We try to get you with, but those were like millionaires, and that's how they get them. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get you. You ain't file your tax. That's how they got Red Fox. You know? Wesley Snipes. Yeah. Tax evasion. You know? Like, what the hell is that? IRS was set up. All these banking systems was set up to control the populace, the population through debt. You know what I'm saying? How the hell you live in a third world country that has oil, all kinds of minerals, but the people are poor? Because they go over there, they take over that land, set up public governments, all the natural resources they control, give people paper money to play with, to do exchange with, to where you thinking that's real money. The psychology goes far. They're on a different generation. You thinking that's real money. You just doing no robbing, killing, stealing for a piece of paper. Think about that, man.
You got the fiat, which just means
God damn, let it be.
let it be. So pretty much the people believe that it has value, but it's not backed by anything.
Come on, man.
So you killing and stealing and robbing for no goddamn reason. But nothing that has no value. at
No
all.
value. Come on, man. People sell their souls
Alice.
Yeah.
for that shit.
Yeah.
You know? It's fucked up, man, but that's prophecy, man. It's like, damn. The secret of the Federal Reserve by Eustace Mullins, man, goes into that.
Yep.
You know?
That was a conspiracy.
Yeah, man.
They all went to Jekyll Island that
Yep.
day. He cooked up the plans on how they was gonna put the masses in debt.
Yeah. And
got
through
this
credit as well.
Yep.
That was all made up. A credit system. That's made up.
I got this boat
from that documentary you be bringing out, Zeitgeist Agenda.
Oh man.
It says physical slavery requires the people to be housed and fed. Economic slavery requires the people to house and feed themselves.
Exactly. You gotta get up every fucking day, go to work, pay your rent, pay your mortgage. Now you got a woman and she don't understand why we always prioritize. It's fucking bullshit. God damn, because they take half your money once you get it. California, that's like damn near $300 out your check. That's a whole day's work gone.
Yeah.
And you work fucking 5 days, so you actually only work 4 days. But you work 5.
Yeah, they took a whole fucking day's wage.
The whole day's wage is gone, bro. When you look at that shit there, you're like, what the fuck?
That's the impressive thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The fuck?
Bring out this quote real quick. It says, gold is the money of kings, silver is the money of gentlemen, barter is the money of peasant, but debt is the money of slaves.
Slaves, man.
Wow.
Not only in America, throughout the earth. That's how it's governed. That's why they got the brick systems being set up, trying to break away from that shit. And every opposition that came up, like we gonna go with the gold standard. They took him out. Gaddafi, they took his ass out. You know what I'm saying? Various fucking African leaders. They got as many African leaders that stood up against that shit. They took him out. They took him out. Because Africa, that big ass continent, bro, that's a rich continent, man.
Right. Because of the resources.
Yeah. Every motherfucker that stepped up and started educating themselves like, this shit is bullshit. Try to revolutionize the people. They always send they use your own against you to take you out. Form a coup, assassinate you, all kinds of shit. Get scandal on you. Yeah, man. It's serious. Deadly fucking serious, man. The last real war the United States was in, guess what? A real war, like a war was declared, was when, brothers? World War II. So what the fuck was after that? Vietnam, all that shit.
It's proxy.
Thank you. It's not real wars.
Spiritual intervention in 3 wars.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
This nigga being a terror unto the earth. Just destroying the earth.
Traveling weapon.
Yeah, traveling weapon. Shit is serious. Like, god damn.
Yeah,
Yep.
football case. Damn.
But that's how the Lord set him up to do.
And that's how he was gonna get the earth. Through
Yeah.
the sword and-
Yep.
That's it. Prophecy.
Yeah, 1992. That's when USSR fell. How they fall? CIA.
Man.
It wasn't no full-fledged. It was Cold War. Took the covert, man.
Operation.
This nigga's demon, man. Yeah, off from the earth.
Yeah, that's a hunter for you right there. That's how you
Yeah.
know you setting traps. And you get your prey. Either you go on there and get the prey, or you make the prey fall into the trap you set up.
Exactly.
That's how Esau does it. It's back in Ecclesiastes 12, verse 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. When the sound of the grinding is low.
A lot of Israelites gonna feel it. It's feeling that. Man, the fucking black ass American woman. Everybody else gonna feel it, man. You know?
And
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making our people really feel.
Yeah, man.
And he shall rise up at the voice of a bird. It's like your alarm.
Yeah, the modern day alarm clock. You're like, a lot of people don't even use alarm. Your body just programmed. That's all it's happening to me. Just get up. You like, fuck.
Internal clock.
You gotta have an internal clock.
A lot of people had that happen to them when everything was shut down in 2020. Motherfuckers still got up at their time.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't got that
Yeah.
job.
Body's programmed even on the weekend. You get up a certain time, you're like, why the fuck am I up? Well, I might as well do something useful.
Right.
That's how you wake
Sunday and
up
shit.
with a damn heart attack down there.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's the weekend.
Right. Yeah, bro. That's real.
That's why even the 3-day weekends, all of that shit don't feel right anymore.
Yeah, you talk about that all the time.
Yeah, we just had one. I was like, that shit wouldn't feel right.
I like,
That was
one
off,
day,
man.
days.
You used to look forward to that shit.
Hell yeah.
I don't looking forward to that shit no more, man. Like, fuck. I'm gonna have to use my PTO or some shit. And that day, you don't do nothing, bro. You just lay around, you're like, man, I don't feel like doing shit.
That's right.
You used to be up and about. Bro, that fucking weekend, that Sunday, took my daughter to the movies, man. We drive through the neighborhood. Nobody's outside. I was like, what the fuck? It wasn't like this. This place is done, bro. And fancy, the fancy ass neighborhood. Then people got money. Should be outside barbecues Memorial Day.
And, you know, water fights.
Nothing going on, bro. Nothing. So this shit is over, man.
Well, I think it talks about that. The first season.
Because it used to be like that, like kids running around with super
Oh,
soakers
man.
and water grenades and all that. Yeah, you know, y'all brothers, man, it ain't like that no more.
It's over, man. It's a different vibration, man. It makes you like, man, look around like, man, this shit is weird.
Hey, even around like the quote unquote major holidays, it's not the same.
Yeah, man. Like everybody on their phones inside of some shit. The fuck?
They might go out to a damn dinner. Every asshole at the table got their phone looking at it.
Yeah,
Y'all
man.
ain't talking to each other, but y'all at dinner with us.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's over, man.
Ecclesiastes 12:4 again on the top. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, this wicked ass vibration.
Yeah, the quality.
Nowadays, it's terrible, man. You know, it's all about adultery. It's all about pushing profanity and wickedness, man.
Being perverse.
Perverse.
You don't like Lizzo, brother?
Man,
Come on, man.
Also
Hell,
going into people ain't got they don't have a joyous, cheerful spirit. When you play music, you're supposed to get up, move. Like you say, you went through the neighborhood, nobody was out dancing, being upbeat, having a good day off.
Because music that been weaponized against us, man. That whole meeting that happened in the early 90s to infiltrate hip-hop, rap, and all that. Demonize it. Yeah, and bring all that sodomy shit in. That low vibration. That drill music, that kill music, killing niggas. That's what you call spells, man. You understand what I'm saying, man? Straight up.
Straight up witchcraft.
Straight up witchcraft, man.
That shit works.
On the women, that's why the quality of the lyrics of the women is totally for you to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? From the Lil' Kim to the Foxy Browns. You know, and that's been going on for quite some time.
30 years.
Yeah. Bro, I heard this. The internet is crazy, man. They had this one back in the days.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Some old ladies that sing like that, man. Yeah, man. Some chicks, bro, you gotta hear this shit. I was like, is this shit real, man? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, it's on wax. I said, is this real, man? Yeah, bro. Yeah, back in that time. The black woman turned out. Sounded like Kia. Lick her shit. Ooh, baby, that type old school vibe. I was like, God damn, I started looking up. I was like, this shit.
They've been working on Jake.
They've been working on Jake for a long time. But now it's been weaponized on a global level. Yeah, that's warfare.
They know we're musical people.
Right.
You go back into the Chronicles of Kings. When we went out to the battle, you had the Levites singing, praising the Lord before we went to the battle, and then we had the victory.
Right. King Solomon had singers and servants. So he had his own little musical band. So that's
To show you that movie Sinners as well, those vampires, they was attracted to the Sammy's way of playing his music. You see? So that's the Edomites today. That's the whole music industry itself. They're attracted to Jake's talent, Jake's musical talent and stuff like that. But they get up in there. If you invite them in, like it show you, if you invite them in, they gonna get in there and they gonna suck your blood. They gonna use you, abuse you, pervert shit. You see, and ultimately push them spells. That's the whole point. Is pushing them spells out there on you, man, to pollute your mind, pollute your spirit, because they know that you're the people of the Lord, man.
And the vibration of the music, going back to when David was able to take the demons and the spirits off Saul. If you can take them off, and they put them on with music as well. So they know that. They're like, all right, if you can take evil spirits off people with music, we can put on evil
Hell
spirits.
yeah. John Todd broke that down. You know? I was like, wow, man. It's crazy.
High low.
You know, lava's under them spells, man.
Yeah, they show you that on like the Lady Gaga concerts.
Yeah, it's all like chants.
Yeah, waves of energy going through people. You see
Yeah.
demons flying around and shit.
Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fiend. It's a chants, man. Those are enchantments. I think the word fiend means a demon or some shit.
Yeah, like an addict too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Like you fiending for something.
Yeah, bro. So that's where it's at. You know, the female R&B singers and all that, pushing for feminism. Gorilla, what the fuck?
started with really with Beyonce and shit.
Yeah.
After the Destiny's Child.
Yep.
When her ass went solo.
Yeah.
You see how she changed up like before and then now this bullshit she's singing now. It's all feminism underneath. Telling you don't get a man, but your ass is married.
Yeah, they had that.
Oh, let's see you, ladies.
Ladies, leave your man at home.
Yeah.
The club is full of ballers and the club is full of
Yep.
Leave your man at home. That's that's adultery.
That's witchcraft.
Well, I'm a survivor and shit. I don't need a man and shit.
Yeah.
On the island.
There's some small hats using her, man, to destroy the household of the Israelites. So Jake arguing shit, the bitch, I'm gonna go out and nothing you can do about it. The fuck you do with that? You just what you do, man. You put a fucking implantable device, a bomb in there. When you get to the club, press that shit and blow everybody the fuck up. Oh, yeah. Shit, bitch. Fuck you. Boom. Survive that. Survive that shit. Motherfucker. The fuck I be thinking, man. I'm like, bitch. I told my ex that shit. I want to shoot you everybody in this fucking club, man. Like, you don't understand. I can't stand you fucking people, man.
Sasha Fierce. Aliens and shit.
Because women, that's what I'm saying. Women, they need to be under control, man. Yeah, exactly. They get seduced by this shit and all this freedom, and that shit gets fucked up.
That's why when it says keep her in straight,
Yeah.
like that
Keep her
means
at home.
fucking in constraints, bro.
That's why part of that power, right?
Yeah.
That power we're gonna have influence on the minds of the people. Esau got that influence on the minds of the people, man. Mind control, heavy witchcraft. And I push for what? They have sons, they sons is feminine, man. I mean, feminine, grown-ass men you meet, like, what the fuck?
Got white knights.
Yeah, like, stick. And the average Jake, all they want to do is be security guards and shit. And you see this nigga got contacts in, like, what the fuck? Black woman got like a mop on her head, looking crazy. Every fucking Jake now look like a weirdo, or they're looking for hats. I prefer them type of Jakes who want to murder than these fucking weirdos. Sodomites. You know? I mean, I'm pretty much, they all bugged out now. Everything is messed up. GMO babies, man.
Even the old generation that has some sense, they fucking wearing skinny jeans.
Yeah, man.
Fucking purple hair. Like, what the fuck?
Everybody's a freaking weirdo. And that music is a major programming aspect that was used. Going back to that precept. Gotta bring it back.
Pretty much.
That drill music, come on, man. From 2012, 13, Chicago every summer was lit like, bro. Nigga, Jake was getting killed left and right. I remember that time frame, man. Every fucking Memorial weekend, how many Jakes in Chicago got shot the fuck up? I remember that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And Jake is stupid because even though them gang niggas is bugged out, they knew to get Jake on them weekends.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of people.
Outside.
The ops is gonna be
everybody outside.
They said the ops is gonna be too
posted
drunk.
up.
They ain't gonna be knowing that we gonna roll up.
Yeah.
But that's a war tactic.
Yeah.
Like, we gonna roll up on them.
Catch them at one of them house parties
There
and
you
shit.
go. Yeah. That's why there's so many slain during a weekend like that, because fucking Jake wasn't
They want to party.
They wasn't
And show that they're not scared. See? That's what that music push. Then that shit spread to New York. That shit spread.
Down south.
Even in the UK, they started drilling each other. Them niggas pull out knives, man. Pull out knives on your ass, man.
That take a little bit more skill though, yeah.
God, yeah, go ahead, man.
From what's the show? Supercell, man. Supercell. Top Boy.
You got, bro.
I'm just curious.
Why is he taping? Like, what you guys doing?
Well, I just like, just kind of
Documenting your life? Oh, what do you believe in? You don't know?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know what there is to
Y'all brothers, well, you know.
You gotta know who you are. We're the Israelites. These are
You got to move that camera away from the sign,
true
brother. You
biblical
can't be in
names.
front of the sign like
This is
that.
what we've been called on this side of the world. For the last 500 to 700 years, people didn't know who they are, but we're all one people. But we've been living as if divided. So we're out here to preach, coming of our Lord, which his true name is Yahweh, not Jesus Christ. That's what we've been told. His true name is Yahweh. Our true God, his name is Yahweh, the Father. He's over all. We're out here to tell our people that there's impending doom, but there is hope and salvation for an elect number of these people. 4,000 men out of each tribe, each of these tribes right here. And these is who they are. So, you see yourself on the scene there?
So, because I'm Jamaican, I do West Indian.
Well, there you go. You've been through tribal Bunyan. I'm been through this brother. All right.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right.
But know your history is all right here in this book.
Yeah, and the Lord, the Messiah never was no white boy. He never looked like no white boy, man. That's iconoclasm.
Yeah.
All right, the Messiah himself is not white, not so-called white. They're melanated beings, man, once they present themselves.
That's right.
So when the Lord walked the scene, when he was living in the earth, in the Roman Empire, he was a melanated being. He was a brother from the tribe of Judah. So the real Jews are Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, collectively. All right? That's a fact. And our Spanish-speaking bros, the Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, that's our brothers as well. We one collectively, one family.
You guys are very bold as well, because I kind of know about this. You guys are calling out like the so-called Jews now.
Yeah, the Most High is calling them, not us.
The Lord is calling.
The Most High is using Amos 3 and 7 real quick, because we represent those prophets coming back. You know what I'm saying? Collectively as a whole, worldwide, to prophesy the downfall of those people are imposters. They stole our identity. They're living a lie. The whole world is in a trick bag right now. So the Most High revealed his secret unto the servants of prophets, Amos 3 and 7.
Got it.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 7, and it reads, surely the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Shah will do nothing.
Right.
But he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
This was once a secret. So all these different churches, pastors and all that, it was not telling you this. It was all set up to keep us dumb, to keep us stupid. You know what I'm saying? Now the Most High in these last days is rising up his men, his true servants, the prophets, to bring it to our people the correct way on the internet. We outside.
And how did you guys learn about this? Like, was there a specific
The Holy Spirit, bro.
Yeah.
The Holy Spirit. Everybody have their own testimony of finding the truth.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Ultimately, the internet age.
Yes.
Open up the floodgate of truth. You're like, what the hell is this?
That's right.
And our teachers went to these scriptures and pulling these things out and showing us. I'm like, why I never heard this in church or Sunday school? What the fuck is going on?
What are your guys' thoughts about like the current Jews and how they kind of like control everything and all that stuff? And then, even like Hitler and all that stuff. Like, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, we're going to tell you what the Bible say. The Bible say they're not the true Jews. It's not our thoughts. It's what prophecy is saying. It's not from our own vain understand. Knows what the scriptures are saying. You understand? That's what we're going to tell you. You know, you go to Revelations 2. Yeah, go ahead, brother. But that's twofold. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Revelation 2, verse 9. Red letters, these are the words of the Lord called Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shah. It reads, I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Plain and simple. That's out the Bible. Yeah. That's Bible, yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned those people in the land. Once we found out who we are, we have to identify who they are. And now we know who they are. They're from the nation of Edom, but they're the Amalekites. And you go into the history, the Lord is going to go to war with them from generation to generation. That's why people say, why ain't there peace in the so-called Middle East? Because the Lord is warring against them. So they're going to be driven out of that land eventually during World War III. But they're going to be the ones to draw everybody into this last world war. And there's only 3 world wars mentioned in the scriptures in Revelation. 3 wars. 2 already passed, World War I, World War II. Last one, World War III, is coming into fruition right now. That's why we're out here. Like the brother said, the internet age is all worldwide. Why are they so bold and why they standing on the court? Because it's the last time.
Yep.
The Lord has given a warning out to his people right before everything goes to hell.
Is there any? Go ahead. I got another one real quick for the so-called Jews. This is Ezekiel chapter 36, because in the latter days, according to prophecy, that's what the Bible's all about.
They will be in that land.
The Lord said that the Israelites will be in a state of captivity. But here, this is Ezekiel 36 and 5.
And the brother just read that the Lord knows our poverty.
Right.
The real Israelites will be in poverty, be in a low state,
And yeah, no.
in a state where we need to be delivered and saved. Hence the Savior. He's coming to deliver us, save us. He's known as the Redeemer. And you go into our culture, in the Israelite culture, there's a kinsman redeemer. Only another Israelite can redeem his brother from captivity. So that's what our Lord and Savior is going to come do. For his people, begin with the hopeful land. That house of David. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 36 and 5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea.
Well, and that's who those people are. They say they're us, but they're not us. They're Edomites, but they're Amalek among the Edomites.
And this is exactly what Kyrie Irving was talking about too.
Nah, we don't bring Kyrie Irving dumbass in this shit, man.
Nah, this
All right, we
spoken about.
fuck all you celebrity cats that know half truths. We not dealing with you, man.
Yep, that's right.
All right, 100% truth. The true men out here, we can't be bribed. They can't pay us off. All right, the lowly men.
Risking our
Fuck all you celebrity niggas, man.
Yep.
Fact, you're gonna be destroyed, man, because you sold out. We don't rep Kyrie Irving over here, bro. Okay?
What about Kanye?
Fuck Kanye too, bro.
Even worse.
Okay? You hear what I just said? Fuck all you celebrity niggas, man.
That's right.
All right?
We outside.
We don't give a fuck about them niggas. They sold out, bro. They sold their souls. Why the fuck we don't give a fuck about somebody that sold out? They're not gonna tell their people the full truth, bro. That shit lit a fire under me, man.
That's right.
I hate them niggas, man. Kanye got you niggas confused. One minute he's talking about this, that nigga's a fucking sellout, man.
That's right.
Nigga, he sacrificed his fucking mother, bro.
And that's against our law.
Kanye, bro.
He definitely sold his soul.
So we ain't talking about them cats, bro. Fuck Diddy, fuck all you niggas, man. Okay? Yahweh Shemiah Shai gonna destroy, like he's doing right now. The whole entertainment industry, music is being destroyed, man.
Dismantled and exposed.
All you niggas, man.
Yep, it says, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession.
Now that's history. You mentioned Hitler. Now he's an Amalekite, and it is a whole bunch going.
He don't gonna get too deep, you know.
Well, we ain't
Just
gonna
keep
get
it
too
simple.
deep, but there was a reason that they got into the land after World War II ended. It was a declaration. What was it known as? The Balfour Declaration. To put them into the land after the war ended. That's what it's talking about. They
Right.
appointed the land into their possession.
Right.
It wasn't given to them.
I was gonna say Hitler himself said that he knows the real Jews.
The Jews.
Right.
Called Negroes in America.
Yeah.
Right.
That was went into slavery.
Yeah, and they, going into Jesse Owens
gave
when
him
he won the Olympics against the Germans. They tell you that Hitler didn't shake his hand or whatever, but he saluted him.
He gave him a tree seed as well.
Yeah,
Still like
so,
Columbus.
yeah, but they like to paint him as the villain, but really,
That's what I was asking.
you know. Go ahead.
Yeah,
At least you know that.
They're like, oh, he won't even shake his hand, but he's got a tree.
But nah, he actually knew, like, just know people are the people.
Which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart.
This happened in 1949.
48.
48.
With despiteful minds.
Despiteful minds. They knew, like, if we have this land, then we gonna have the earth. Because you gotta remember, that's the center of the earth. All trade goes through that region. You have that area right there, you pretty much control the earth.
And we're gonna lie to the people saying we are those people, and they're not.
To get that, what they call it, when they want
The welfare,
there it is.
the admiration. People
Yeah.
actually think the whole earth, but people, out there know the truth.
Yep.
So now the last days, the Most High is raising up his true people
That's right.
to combat this stuff. So this is deadly serious.
That's right.
It's not a game, man, because they're being exposed. They have been exposed. You know what I'm saying?
And this is like a completely off-topic question, but it's very serious. What are your guys' thoughts, especially as a black man, about like interracial marriages? What are your guys' thoughts about that?
That's not even like, okay, as a son of, we're not so-called, we're not black. Right? That's a terminology that's used on us. Being a chosen line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob of these tribes. you can have any woman you want, bro.
That's right.
King Solomon had 700 wives, 300 concubines. The wives are from the nation of Israel, our women. The concubines are other nation women.
That's right.
All right, so you could have
Instead
that.
of calling myself black, what would you say like call myself?
You're an Israelite.
Israelite.
Tribe of Benjamin. That's it. You're a son of God. The son of God. That's it. You're a Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
To call yourself African American doesn't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? Because they try to link you with the lineage of Ham. Because Noah had 3 sons. That's another term try to throw against you because people don't know. They say what we doing right now, they say it's anti-Semitic. No, that's incorrect. We're Shemitic. The real word is Shemitic. The Israelites are from the lineage of Shem. The so-called white race, they're from the lineage of Shem, one of Noah's 3 sons. All right, the Chinese are Shemitic. The Arabs are Shemitic. The East Indians are Shemitic. But we are the Shemitic chosen people of the Heavenly Father, Hebrew Israelites, man. All right, Ham are the real Africans. All right, we have no connection with them. Yeah, you can get there if you want, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, pretty much they just weaponized that word.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitic. You know, to label anybody that's opposed to what they're doing in the earth. Because look what they're doing in the earth right now. They're bombing the shit out of those Palestinians, and everybody's rising up against them, man.
Yeah.
Everybody with that
on
shit.
them out. That's what the scriptures say.
Yeah, I just want to bring this up just for edification's sake. This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary.
Yep.
And
They put this together. We ain't put this together.
Right.
Go ahead.
And this is just to prove that who the world calls the so-called Negroes don't come from the lineage of Ham.
We're not Africans.
Yeah, we're not African.
Nor American.
Right. So this is the definition of Ham. It says, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably 96 years before the flood.
Yeah, but you know about the situation with Noah and the flood? Right, those were not so-called white people. They were melanated beings. All right? So Noah had 3 sons. Japheth is not the so-called white man. Japheth had pigmentation. That's a whole nother topic. All right? They trying to say the so-called white race come from Japheth. No, he came from the lineage of Shem, through the loins of Isaac. All right? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Go ahead.
It says, in one of 8 persons to live through the flood, he became the progenitor of the dark races.
All races are dark, but this is a particular line of a race.
Okay, it says he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes.
It excluded the Negroes.
Yeah, man.
Hold on, like, you're not with them, so okay, where we come from? And like the brother said, Japheth, Esau's not Japheth either. They're a dark nation.
Yeah.
We're from Shem.
It says, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians,
now these are the Hamites.
The real Africans.
The real Africans are Egyptians,
Ethiopians,
Libyans,
and Canaanites.
Yep.
So the Canaanites, South Africa. Put is the Libyans, that's North Africa. You have the Egyptians, obviously.
Sudan. They're over there in Sudan.
And then you have Ethiopia. Everybody knows Ethiopia.
Yep.
But we're not up there. They're not
And they know we're not African.
Right.
That's one of those proverbs and bywords they put on our people to confuse us.
So one great miseducation has been done throughout the earth. And the focal point is right here in America because majority of the people of the Most High are here in America. And this is also known as Babylon, the Great. Modern day Egypt, the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah is getting ready to be destroyed, bro. That's why we out here, to gather the elect.
Is there any way I can get like maybe one of you guys' contact information?
No, you can get us online, and you come out here every Saturday.
You can catch us online.
One of my questions is, how is today the Sabbath?
No, the Sabbath is based upon, sometimes it falls on the weekends. The Sabbath is based upon the new moon, the moon itself. The moon governs, what is that in Genesis? Huh?
Times and seasons.
Yeah. Times and seasons. I was going to get it on the precept.
It wouldn't be like, that's not a every week thing? Or?
Every week is a Sabbath, but it comes by. Yeah, it does. Even we could get it. Get it in the book of Sirach. We could get it for you. You gotta ask her. You know where it's at in Sirach?
I gotta be an astrologer.
Yeah, because it's in the scriptures. I think it's in you go Genesis, the first chapter.
According to the moon.
You got it in Sirach?
7 days.
I think it's Sirach 25. You know where it's at in Sirach?
What's your guys' social media if I can't get you guys directly?
What channel you guys want to get them? What channel y'all got?
Be able to just ask somebody questions.
Give me a channel, before.
You know where it's at, bro? You got it? Ecclesiastes. You got it? You know what's that about the type in the word moon. The type of word moon. You got it?
Yep.
Yeah. Got it?
Yeah, I think it's 43 maybe?
I think so.
I'll read it. Yeah. Sirach 43 and 6.
Hey, brother, listen up. This is how the Sabbath is governed. Real quick, because you asked about the Sabbath. Okay, go ahead.
It says, this is a Sirach 43 and 6.
That's in the Apocryphal. That's not according to the original Bible that you have today. The original Bible goes back to the 1611 version, King James, which has the Apocrypha in there. This is something that they took out. Yeah, go ahead, bro. All right, go ahead.
Yep. Sirach 43 and 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world.
Because you see the moon is shown throughout the earth at night. Go ahead.
From the moon is the sign of feasts.
You have feast days. Because the Israelites, we have feast days, holy days and stuff like that. And he puts a governed time by the moon. Go ahead.
A light that decreaseth in her perfection. The month is called after her name.
Yep, the month. Every new month brings in a new moon. Go ahead.
Which is a dark moon. Increasing wonderfully in her changing. See, it increases wonderfully in her changing. So it starts dark, then you have a waxing crescent, and then eventually you have a half moon, and then a full moon, and then you have a waning crescent, and then it goes back to a new moon again. That's how you know it's time. Right? Yep. It says, the month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven.
Yep. So that's how you govern the Sabbath, by the new moon. And that's in Amos as well, by the feast. What is it? I was looking at things, Amos 3. Oh no, you said Genesis with 1 and 26? No, I'm sorry, not 1 and 26. 1 and 14. Genesis chapter 1.
Read the 16.
Yeah, Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. That's the sun and the moon. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let there be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, which is the sun, and the lesser light to rule the night, which is the moon. He made the stars also. So that's how you govern everything, by the seasons, for days and years, by the moon.
Right. I got another one.
Got the one in Amos for you.
Yeah, get the one in Amos.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 5. And it reads, saying, when will the new moon be gone?
Which is a new month. Go ahead.
That we may sell corn and the Sabbath.
And the Sabbath.
Right.
That's the one I was looking for, man.
That we may set forth wheat.
Yep.
Making the ephah small.
Right. So that was a custom that we had in ancient days. When the Sabbath came in, you couldn't work.
No business.
Yeah, you couldn't. Everything shuts down. It was a day of rest. That's how you determine the Sabbath, based upon the new moon, which is a dark moon. All right. It's governed by the weeks. All right. 4 weeks equal what? A month. Okay. So you're dealing with some astrology now, brother.
You also got to remember, like, we also didn't have, back in the ancient world, Sunday through Saturday.
Right. Those days.
So how did you tell the time by the moon?
Right. And you mentioned, it says on the first day this was created, the third day. Those days was not governed by a 7-day period. You get that in 2 Peter. Each thing that was created in Genesis, the first chapter, it took the Most High Son and the angels 1,000 years to create everything. So it's on the 7th day that rested. That's a 7,000 year day. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Want that in Peter?
Oh, that was in Amos? That was in Amos? Okay. Oh, you get it in Peter. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 8. But beloved, be ye not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
That talks about Genesis, the first chapter, the creation the planet you see, the sun, the moon, stars, life, you know? Because everything has to have been created to a perfection. You understand what I'm saying? Everything, bro. Because this is a great, man, what's the word I'm looking for? A great, scientists use this terminology, like a higher being, a higher intelligence, bro. Created this, man. Because how the hell we get air? How we breathe air, bro? How we breathe air? If it was no trees, you won't be able to breathe if there was no trees. Because the trees takes up what? Takes what? The carbon dioxide to give us oxygen, bro. What the fuck?
They give us.
Wow.
That's of higher intelligence, man. Created this. So there is a God, but the God, true God, is a God of the Israelites, man.
Right.
That's what the Bible say.
Yep.
We didn't make this up. We tell you it was written the right way. Because he revealed his secrets unto the servants, the prophets, bro. Go ahead, brother.
It says, and 1,000 years as one day.
That's when it says the first day that was created, the second day that was created, took 1,000 years increment to create everything, man. That's pretty much it. Oh, okay.
How do I sit by the
Yeah, it says shalom, bro. It says shalom, bro.
It's all good, bro.
This is great.
Hey, shalom, bro. Shalom.
Hey, hopefully you got his contact information.
I mean, I want to be able to like really ask you guys more questions.
You gotta keep coming out, bro. You gotta keep coming out. Yeah, every Saturday we out here, bro. All right, man. Fuck Kyrie Irving, bitch ass. Fuck you, man.
Jake, you knowing.
Oh yeah, you Jake coming from the world. What, he like an influencer or something?
Every Jake is an
It's gonna say they'll hear the words, but they won't do them.
Yeah.
That's the Kyrie Irvings of the world.
and it sounds good.
Right.
But this is the greatest thing ever, man. But it's chosen. You have to be chosen. You have to be called to this thing.
Right.
Fucking bitch ass niggas, man. I hate them. That shit is I can't stand niggas, man. Your half truths and fucking confusion, man. Nigga.
Okay. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 8, verse 50. I'll read 40.
But yeah, man, that was some good interaction. I thought you were one of them Christian dudes. I was like, man, what do you believe in, bro?
They want to know now. It's getting scary out here. So, you got to know who your power is. 2nd Esdras 8 and 49. And that thou hast humbled thyself as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous. For many great miseries shall be done to them,
Man.
that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
Yeah,
Serious.
many great miseries, man, shall be done to them in the latter time. We are in those latter times now, man. And you people are starting to feel it just a tiny bit right now. All right. Oh, I ain't getting paid enough for my job. I can't pay my rent. I'm getting addicted.
49 was a wonderful verse. It said that you have humbled yourself and have not judged yourself. You got these stupid ass Christians, man. I'm saved already. You pretty much, so you better than Paul, you better than Peter, and everybody that came before us that didn't even make themselves of that number. They was hoping that they could be. So we're hoping. That's why we out here. It's like we don't already have it. We're hoping. Lord, deems us worthy to make it through all this that's coming.
Prisoners of hope, man.
Prisoners of hope.
Yep.
Where many great miseries are coming in, and Jake is crying, but society ain't even crumbled yet.
Right. Yeah.
The darkness ain't came in. Food ain't scarce out here. Civil war ain't broke out.
Right.
And you crying over a job that ain't ever gonna come back.
That's why it says that in 2nd Esdras 15 too. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. You know?
And the Lord said he sent those as scourges for amendment.
Yeah.
And Jake
Payback.
still ain't getting the picture.
Yeah, Jake keep getting hung, bro. How much fucking... And then she like, well, God,
The Lord is
bro.
showing you who your enemy is.
Shit.
And you still believe this demon.
It still got it still got sundown towns, bro.
2025.
Right.
It still got sundown towns, bro.
Yeah.
Like, do you know where the fuck you are, man? You're supposed to be free. Ice free. You can't. Come on, man.
POWs, man.
But yeah.
You, Jake, you won't be riding around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Esau won't up on you, man.
Yeah.
But you free.
Plant something on you or just kill you.
Kill your ass.
People say we are for a prey here. We are a prey, and our enemies are the predators, man. You know, and even if Esau was to get caught in some shit doing something to Jake, this system is geared toward letting them off.
Yeah,
giving them a very light sentence
Yeah.
for blatant crimes like murder and shit, man. Premeditated murder.
Yeah.
All right.
Clearly murdered, but he gets
Yeah.
off.
The wicked ass society, man, and even in the police system, what do you call it?
Yeah, we
Police
got
department.
gangs, yeah.
Yeah, they have active members of the KKK in the fucking police force.
Yeah.
Hey, they show it to you beautifully on a Daredevil Born Again, man. Where the one dude was for the Punisher and took that Jake out, and they was all together like don't say nothing. Like, yeah, we killed the motherfucker, but don't say nothing. They showing you how the police force really is. They're their own little gang within those precincts. They'll take the Jake out, and the court system ain't gonna go against them. They're all on the same team.
There was a Edomite band that said, you know, the same that run forces are the same that burn crosses.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, the Rage Against the Machine. That's right, bro.
Yeah. Same devil just put a suit on or a black cloak. Yeah. This is back in 2nd Esdras 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
And that's the American people. Very proudful, man. Very prideful. All right, and that's one of the things that's hateful before the Most High. Okay? There's somebody that's fucking proud, and you people ain't got nothing to be proud of. You're mortal. You are mortal flesh.
Why is earth and ashes proud?
Exactly. You have the ability to die. You know? You people are in the mindset, though, of YOLO. Do whatever you want because you're going to die. That's a dumbass mentality, man. You should have the feeling, a desire to want to live, man. But there are certain instructions that you have to take heed to in order to do that. But you people shun that.
That's part of the vibration of this world. To do is not will.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, because everybody be debased, turn into a bunch of brutes, man. You know? So from the old to the young, just debased. That's why I'm glad the Lord shut down Vegas, man.
That place is whack.
That shit been whack, bro.
I never had a desire to
Go there, it's like, and then you go there, it's like, this is it?
I knew it, man.
You waste a lot of money going there for what? With some drinks, bro? And a buffet?
Like you said, bro, you mainly inside most of the day.
Exactly.
Then you go outside for a few hours in the night.
Yeah.
Then you go
To watch some fucking water come out of goddamn. The fuck? Stupid as hell.
just wasting money.
Wasting money.
I knew then what I know now.
Yeah. But think, we used to go there a lot. But think about it, doesn't that make sense?
Every March Madness, bro.
Yeah.
True, man.
You're just there for the thrill. Then your bank account is on. Oh, you just wasted like 2 G's on some cheap thrills. Just to get drunk. Yeah. I'm just saying. I did it too. So when I just sit down, like, what is the fuck did we do this weekend, man? We ain't do shit. So me and my friends, we actually did an experiment. But we talked about, I said, yeah, that shit ain't make no fuck. Let's go to TJ, you see, and they had way more fun and spent way less money. And you got what you wanted. You got some goddamn boom boom. Where the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And you got, if you decide to get rooms there, it's way cheaper. And you don't want to go to TJ, you go to Rosarita. Still spending way less money. This is back in the early 2000s. I did an experiment. I said I would never go there again. And the only reason why I was going through there because I had a truck route, dedicated route going up to Utah and shit. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. So this in the truth now. I used to stop and kick with the bro Karatazan though. And they're like, okay, so I tried it again. Like, man, it's the same bullshit. But now we got friends out here. You know, you can go home drunk. This shit's stupid. Dumb as hell.
Sirach 10 and 12. It said the beginning of pride is when one departeth from the Most High, and and his heart is turned away from his maker.
Oh, that's them Genesis niggas, man.
Oh yeah.
That's them Genesis cats. Them characters, man. Whack ass breakdowns.
Yeah.
Raw is raw. It's not. What the fuck the nigga said, man? I ain't even listen. I just listen to everybody else was saying.
The lake of fire. There's a river over in the land of Edom. Yeah, then they said this ain't Boswell.
A river flows into the ocean or a lake. A lake is, is surrounded by land on all sides, and it's just
it's a body of water.
Right. Come on, man. And the Most High said, I was sworn by myself. And Jeremiah, I think, Boswell shall be a desolation and a waste. He said it.
It has to be America. It is America because when you look at it from a bird's eye view, America is separated from every other thing. It's water on all sides. If you see fire across it from a bird's eye view, it looks like a lake.
And brothers, tell me why, right? That video when the apostles uploaded of High Priest Yaquab and King Marshall. Your brothers remember that video? Right? He said what this thing is about. That the Israelites, you know what I'm saying? And guess when they went to the video went to King Marshall, teaching, guess what scripture he used? Boswell shall be a desolation. He used it in Jeremiah. He said, Boswell, that's America, man.
Yes.
I was like, where do you niggas come from?
They just upstarts.
Yeah. Where is it in Jeremiah 50? Where is it at? Yeah. Somebody type. I was going to get that point real quick.
About how no man shall abide there.
Yeah. Is it Jeremiah 49 or Jeremiah 50?
I believe it's Jeremiah 50.
Okay, I'm looking through it right now. Looking for Boswell.
Well, yes, Jeremiah 49 and 13 and 22.
Okay. Yeah, the one in 13. Right?
Yep.
It says, Jeremiah 49 and 13. It says, I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Boswell shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. How is that not talking about America?
And the apostle brought it out that this land was once known as gold Ophir.
Yeah.
When you look at the word Ophir, our elder apostle Carr brought out, goes into reduced to ashes. That's what it actually means. That's a Roman omen.
He was Apostle Carr was bringing up the fact that Bosra over there in Israel.
The population.
That's going to be occupied.
Yeah.
It's going to be appointed to the Israelites.
Yep, Judah,
But this Bosra ain't going to be inhabited.
Only by deadly creatures.
Yeah, like Sodom and Gomorrah. What the fuck? Somebody's a
false prophet, man.
Somebody's a false prophet. The point is, the point is, who the Most High used to push forth this truth, all right, from High Priest Yaquab, way before our time, Elder Marshall, King Marshall.
That's right.
Like, who's that in the reincarnation, we believe? They're like the forerunners the Lord used to bring this out. High Priest Arian them.
That's right.
He said that's America. So when you go into it, you're like, oh, that makes fucking sense.
Yeah, the scriptures say, continue thou in the things
that you were taught
and have been assured of.
Okay?
These dudes are not assured because they ain't got no foundation.
The foundation is rocky. They didn't build it upon the rock.
I think some of the scriptures the brothers read. Read it again real quick. How those when pride cometh, when departed from what you read, bro. That's what it links up with.
Sirach 10 and 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High and his heart is turned away from his maker.
That's it. So that's why it starts. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach 100%, man. You might still have a inclination that you believe, but you're a false prophet, man. You going against. So if you're going against what the Most High got written down as men, do you really believe in him? No. You really don't. It's a front. It's a show. Okay?
He said he got a life and he jumping into something crazy.
Yeah, it's a fucking show.
Right.
Genesis, Genesis. Like the Simpsons, man. Bunch of cartoon characters.
Hey, when you on the Simpsons, they have them in when they was in the movie theater. Like that's what we telling them niggas, man. Quiet down.
Shut your ass up, man.
It says, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination, and therefore Yahweh brought upon them strange calamities.
That's an abominable doctrine that they're teaching.
Strange calamity.
Yep.
And overthrew them utterly.
And they're going to be overthrown.
Yep. Just like the Sakar.
Damn. See? That's see? But real quick, but it says it's going to be a real quick a waste and a curse, and all the cities, right? All the cities. Bosra was supposed to be one city. What the fuck? And all the cities, all right? And all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste.
That's how you know it's Babylon.
That's forever, bro. That means it's going to be wiped out perpetually.
Because if you name capital cities or countries, people might know, oh yeah, Moscow is in Russia.
Yeah.
But in America, people know multiple cities. Oh, Chi-Town,
Yep.
New York,
Yep. LA,
yep.
Dallas,
city.
Houston.
Oh,
Yep. All the cities, man.
all the cities. The proof is in the pudding, man. They ain't got it.
You ain't got it, man. That's pride. That's what pride do to you. Many great miseries shall be done to them. They walk in great pride. It all links up.
What are they proud about?
That's what I'm saying, man. That's a strong delusion. They got their wives and they got some money, but no power. No real power. True power.
Hopefully they don't got the Holy Spirit.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck you want to stay here for?
So you can hop into something crazy.
Something crazy.
Why would you
Ain't
want to
nothing-
be here? if you
Come
got
on,
money?
man. Ain't nothing crazier than a chariot, bro.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm talking
It's
about.
like they expand itself and make itself small. Could go out of space, go in the water,
Go in there.
oceans, depths of the ocean. Ain't nothing crazier than that,
Go
bro.
through things. Go through
Come on, man. Cloak itself. Got a shield around it. Ain't nothing crazier than that, bro. Don't need no fucking oil change, nigga.
Right.
It follows you wherever you are.
God damn.
Damn.
What happened?
Everything.
It is the book of
Oh, yeah,
2
yeah,
Timothy
it's the sun.
3 and
Okay.
14. This is
You gotta take it out the sun to the side.
phone over you.
Yes, put it to the side over there.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, man. Because we are confident, man.
Damn, we talking directly to the villain of the earth, the Amalekites. Jesus, he was like,
Criminal. Top criminal,
About
man.
us, it's about what the Lord told us to do. I was gonna mention to it that the prophets was before kings, and they telling them what it was. And the king said, "Hey man, seize him, kill him, throw him into prison." But the king even had to listen to the prophets, even if it was a foreign king. He had to listen to the words of the Lord.
That was the direct to the Most High, the prophet.
The prophet is God's man. The prophet is directly linked to the Almighty and His Son. Like, you better listen. God, touch not my anointed, my prophets no harm.
No harm.
It's in Isaiah 13 and 2 in the GMT. On the top of a barren hill, raise the battle flag. Shout to the soldiers.
What's the battle flag? What's the banner? Scriptures that we lifting up on the high mountain is the highest government on earth is Babylon, and we lifting it up upon all the governments to let them know, like, hey, we right here. If Babylon goes down, y'all all fall. This is the most powerful government. Yes, we going to the top. We going to the leading nation of the earth. Go ahead.
Shout to the soldiers and raise your arm as the signal for them to attack the gates of the proud city.
Spiritually, though.
The prophecy is leading all these things into fruition. Word has to go out, and then the Lord executes physically. Just like Moses spoke against Pharaoh, not long after that, the Lord brought that actual plague upon him. And then he spoke it away, then it went away. Prophecy is the same way. You speak it, it comes to pass.
Yahweh has called out his confident soldiers to fight a holy war and punish those he is angry with.
And what version is that?
GNT.
What scripture is that?
Isaiah 13,
And what?
2 and 3.
Okay.
No, that's going into the men of the Lord and the angels.
It says the gates of the nobles.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
going into, you said, the fucking villain. You know, talking straight to this nigga.
Yeah, because Trump talks about us, and everybody knows who the men of the Lord are.
Yep.
The world knows.
That's why it said that they were a token of their perdition.
They were an evident sign of their destruction.
So they had verse 3 in that's dealing with the angels and the prophets.
Right.
When you go to verse 3, it says, I've commended my sanctified ones. I've also called my mighty ones from my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The sanctified are the prophets. 144,000. Right. That's what you said? Yeah. Okay, Salaki, my bad. Mighty ones are the angels. Come on, bro. That's heavy, man.
Yeah. So we've been called out to do a job. And lift up the banner upon the high mountain and let the nations know, like, the Lord's about to bring judgment when you see the prophet. That's what you told the man when he was here. Like, you see us, it's the end of that society when you see the prophet.
That's why the scripture says great fear fell upon them. You know, they know once the prophets are out speaking the true names, standing upon their watch, that their time is almost up.
And that was a dangerous thing when you see Jake come up and learn. That's the bones and the sinews coming back on you. And then what did it say when the breath went into him? It stood an exceeding great army. And that's the fear that's falling upon the people, because the more we speak this word, the vibration goes out, the army is being built up.
You know, the valley is low-key shook too, because you see you have these altars, as the brother mentioned, but they also represent garrisons, man. In military installments.
Military installation.
All up the block, man.
Let me get this real quick. This is Sirach chapter 30 and verse 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Yeah, we're supposed to be teaching your son. Your brothers have sons of age. Teaching that he's the Israelite. He's one of the tribes. True names of the Most High. The laws and the commandments. And let him know where the fuck he's at. How these rules and everything is set up against us. How the money system works. How the situation with these women minds been hijacked. You know what I'm saying? That we in the valley of the shadow of death. You know what I'm saying? Be not complacent out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot.
That's right.
It comes with a lot. You know, not only show them how to defend themselves as well, ultimate defense starting the mind, that connection through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's where it starts. So it comes through that holy word, man.
That's right.
That's how you defend yourself, man, against the wiles of the devil, because we are wrestling not against flesh and blood.
That's right.
You got Apostle Constant, you got to keep your medicine strong. That's that prayer, man. That's your medicine. So if you have sons, that's the first thing you got to teach them, man. Things of that nature. Your daughter and all that, man.
Be circumspect.
Yep.
That was the point, yep.
Let's go back to. Is that it?
It's 5.
Oh, it's 5?
Oh, shit.
Time flew. That's it. Brother got a closing?
Brother, got any closing scripts?
Nah.
You close out, man.
Yeah.
Well, closing script.
Got something real quick. Keep the faith.
Yeah. This is 1 Peter's chapter 4.
Time about fast.
Yep, we got to get out of here, bro.
Yeah, here we go.
The
1 Peter
shuttle
4
ships got to come get us, bro.
and 7.
Okay.
It says, but the end of all things is at hand.
Woo!
Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Yep.
Okay, so we in those end times,
Yeah,
man.
sober-minded, man.
How do you stay
Paying
sober?
attention. Staying prayed up. Staying upon your watch.
Yes.
You know, not falling back to sleep. You know, going back into this whack-ass world, man.
Keep drinking this water, the water of
Yeah.
the word, to stay sober from the drunkenness of Babylon,
Yeah.
wine of Babylon.
Exactly.
And then
That's
they say,
it.
pray. Be instantly prayer, constantly pray. That's your medicine, that's your shield, that's your helmet to keep you from the wiles of the devil, because he's coming with sorcery, the music, the women,
Oh,
the
money.
family, the money, everything.
This whole system gonna be thrown at us, man.
Yeah. Yep. But that's pretty much it.
Yep. Hey, Lord willing, you brothers and sisters, once again, we're edified by this street preaching. And we're going to face the east once again and give all the praise, the honor, the glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash,
Let's say, Brakatha Yahweh.
Brakatha Yahweh,
Brakatha Yahweh Shai.
Brakatha Yahweh Shai,
Brakatha Yahweh.
Brakatha Yahweh,
Brakatha Yahweh Shai.
Brakatha Yahweh Shai,
Brakatha Yahweh.
Brakatha Yahweh,
Brakatha Yahweh Shai.
Brakatha Yahweh Shai,
What level ball?
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 Right.